Wait, that. Defection G, the Chuck. You have defection, Chuck. Stupid Chuck, we did not have enough Chuck. Alright, the classroom is out of Chuck, so I must go and get some more Chuck, but I will be back. Okay, goodbye.
Yeah, Mom, so camp is almost over and we're about to start real classes. Wow, I think our group is really coming together and I'm learning everybody's names. How's Matt? Oh, it's okay. We spent so much time with our French professor. I think we're all starting to pick up French accents. No, at least when we go through the public sense.
No, you can't use that serum unless it is a scalar.
Function J?
Really, G.
Bess, how did you do number 4?
The proof is in the book.
That helps.
Okay, so today we are going to go over the Kunstwerke conditions, which are very important for doing analysis in micro and macro, and you'll use this all the time in junk hand class. Okay, so if I just write it on the board, the truck saxophone breaks at number 5, I will be back from a truck.
That's weird. Does that guy really struggle with chalk?
No, it's just American chalk. It is not as good as the chalk in France.
The proof is in the book.
Okay, I am just not getting this problem. Does anyone know how to do number 4?
Use the proof by contradiction. That show is Kashi.
Yes, obviously. Okay, so, alright, so you just show that to Kashi and use. Okay, actually, I think I got this. You guys, I got number 4! Yeah! Number 4! Franz, play number 6!
Yeah, Mom, it's pretty obvious that none of us has ever been to France.
Man, I'm feeling really confident about this.
Yeah, actually, I was just thinking that it's our first test, and I'm feeling super confident and really well adjusted, and like totally confident in my ability to both study and master the material.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, this is gonna go really well. We can totally do this, you guys, right?
Yeah, we got this.
Great. High fives.
Okay, so I just finished writing the exam at 5 a.m. this morning. Luckily now it is 4:30, so I can sleep. But you can take the test, it'll be fine, it'll be very easy, don't you worry. So here you go, here's the test, and you have 2.5 hours, but you will not need the time. It's just so easy, you'll be fine. Okay, so you can begin now.
Thanks for wishing me good luck on the exam, Mom. How did it go? I guess it went okay. But now we're starting our other classes, so I guess we'll only just get better. End this year.
I'm John Kenneth. I'll be doing micro. Question. There are such things, stupid questions. So, today we are going to talk about the separating hyperplane theorem. It will be, the problem set is posted on the board.
We'll start with the neoclassical model.
that's the model we're going to start with. We'll begin with that model. Again, that is the neoclassical model. I'll start with the setup, and then we will define each optimization problem each agent is facing. And finally, define an equilibrium. Again, this is the equilibrium of the neoclassical model, which is the model we'll begin with. So, I'm going to define an equilibrium. The equilibrium of the neoclassical model. So I'll write it down. Okay, does everyone have that? Yes.
What happens if we don't normalize the price to 1?
Yes. That's very difficult. You will see that in your next problem.
Wait, sorry, I have one more question. Can you draw a phase diagram with elastic labor supply in a 3D graph?
That's a good question. It's never been proven by a human being. So we'll be on your next problem.
Can it shut up?
That's fine. All right, thank you.
Okay, hello everyone. Welcome to econometrics. I'm sure that all of you will finally become econometricians one day. First, I want to introduce the Borel-Simon field. And I will use this to define the probability measure. And all of this is assuming you know nothing about statistics, but could be anything.
Is she actually talking? She's talking? She's talking right now. What's a Borel field? Did anyone hear? What is a Borel field?
Wait, maybe Borel fields aren't important?
Yeah, maybe not, maybe not. Is she still talking? Does anyone know? I can't hear.
Hi, Mom. Oh, I guess it's going okay. It's hard to say what okay is. I told one of the third-year students I was doing pretty well, and he asked me how that was possible for a first year, and then shook his head like he didn't believe me and walked away. The problem sets are pretty hard. I think there are a couple whose answers don't actually exist. I mean, like, in the realm of knowledge. But we're told to try. but it's okay. We're all in this together, so I'm making friends and I'm getting through this.
So did anyone get question 7 from Kevin?
Last night I was finally able to get it programmed in Mathematica.
And?
Mathematica broke.
That
Yeah, I was going to try it on a different program, but I thought maybe the internet would break or something, so I decided not to.
That's probably the right choice, you know, for humanity.
Did anyone get number 3 for metrics, the proof for metrics?
just say it's trivial.
Oh, trivial. Awesome.
Hey, this is kind of random, but does anyone notice that when Kenan explains something, he does this with his hand?
Yeah, I have to.
Do you think that's how he claps at football games?
What's a football game?
Something that humans go to for enjoyment. Humans with free time, social lives, and friends.
I used to have a social life.
No, it's not welcome.
You know, if you think about it, guys, there are probably people out there right now who are on like couches and in coffee shops, and they're talking about like politics and art house movies, and they've never heard of the implicit function theorem or Borel fields. What is a Borel
So
field?
seriously, what is a Borel field? I still don't know, and way too much time has passed for me to ask Xiao Xiao about it. It's hopeless.
Oh, wait. Did you say you guys figured out how to do the proof for number 3 of metrics?
Just say it's trivial.
Yeah, Mom, we're all getting along. Actually, the only people who stick out in class are the kids from finance.
Oh.
Real
Why are they
PhD.
so stupid?
But you know, Mom, for each class we have a TA that helps us get through our problem sets. My favorite is Supanet, our math TA. She always makes us feel so much smarter than we really are.
Okay, hello, I'm Surpani, I'm your math TA. So, number 1, ask us to show that the graph is upper hemicontinuous. So for this proof, what is our want to show?
We want to show that's upper hemicontinuous.
Good, that's really good.
Our metrics TA, Jake, he's pretty cool. But I don't think he really thinks we're going to do well in class.
Okay, hi. Alright, so we're going to start with convergence. And we're going to show that this distribution converges to a normal. To a normal. Alright, so, yeah, okay, what's your question?
I just thought this problem was really, really hard to do. I mean, I just don't think how like the class notes could like lead into understanding any of this. Like, it's just too hard. I don't see how it could be on the test.
Okay, so I should say that Xiaoxia believed in your abilities on this exam. I did not. I tried really hard to make the exam easier for you. She wanted you to prove that all random vectors when a function g is used transformed into a double exponential function and then calculate the general rank scores to test the statistic with the exponential function to represent the multi-parameter exponential family of distributions. I told her to start with just spelling your name correctly.
You haven't learned that either, though.
No, I thought name and date would be enough of a challenge. It was.
We also have two micro TAs that kind of have different personalities. Mike Batty's pretty chill.
Okay, this is micro. We will start with example. Okay, I'm gonna go.
Our other TA is Jose Antonio. He's very lively and very helpful. You know, Mom, sometimes you can be really intimidated when you don't understand something and you think everyone else does. But Jose Antonio is great because he explains everything.
Okay, hi, hola, I'm Jose Antonio, and we are going to go through micro in this class. And it seems hard, but no, you can do it. You can absolutely do it. Okay, so what I will do is I will write on the chalkboard. And so this is a chalkboard. Alright, and we call it a chalkboard because I have chalk, and I write on it with chalk. Are there any questions?
I think that what is a chalk?
Chalk is this. Chalk, this is a really good question. You guys are asking the right questions and you're going to do well in your exams. And so I use chalk and I write on the board. Okay, there's an algorithm for this. You will remember it every time and you will pass and do great. Good job. Thanks for remembering.
I leave his sessions feeling really confident about myself and what I can do. Wait, what did you say? Oh, no, not all RTAs are like that.
Okay, I'm Scott. Macro, whatever. So macro discussion. I just gave you guys the prelim exam from Duke from 10 years ago. You essentially don't know how to do it, but it's whatever. Okay. That professor also isn't at Duke anymore. Technically, he's dead. Alright, so I'm not going to go over the problem sets because all the answers are in Mass-Colel and it should take you 5 minutes. If it took longer than 5 minutes, well, should probably. Alright, so we're running out of time because essentially the bell rang 20 minutes ago and technically class is over. So on this problem, I'm not going to write the Lagrangian or any of the steps, I'm just going to write the solutions. Is anybody confused? Why? Why are you confused? Okay, and when I say why, I don't just mean why are you confused, but if you can't do this right now, it might be okay. But the prelim is in 6 months and you need to pass. Obviously, if I had it my way, the prelims would be tomorrow. And they'd only be in macro. And you'd all fail.
Yeah, Mom, we just finished the first section of micro, and now we're covering game theory, which is really interesting. But I think our professor's a little quirky. He really likes laser pointers.
Hey, check this out. It's a laser pointer.
Oh, did you bring this for you?
Actually, it's a toy for my roommate's cat. I want to see if it'll work on Sandhope.
Tell me you brought it for him to use?
Not exactly. You'll see what I mean.
So we are going to cover subgame perfect equilibrium today. And if you look at the slide there, yeah, so this is a bit problematic because the screen is high, so we're all going to have problems at the end of the slide. So if I can get this thing to work. It only seems to work when it's pointed downwards.
So all in all, the year is going well so far, and we only have finals left before Christmas break. Well, that and 3 micro problem sets, 2 macro problem sets, and 1 matrix problem set. Oh, and they made us write a skit for this silly winter party. And then a 4th year told me that I shouldn't see the light of day until next semester start and just study the whole break in our office here. So maybe I'll see you and the rest of the family after I get my PhD.
See.